Good afternoon, guys. Today, Daddy Paul visit my cooking channel. Daddy Paul, welcome to my cooking channel.
Well, thanks, baby May.
So, Daddy Paul, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine too. And congrats to your subscribe. It's more 12,000. Oh my God. I'm so proud with you, Daddy Paul.
Well, I'm very
so
proud
famous.
with you too because you got monetized, and we just set you up today with AdSense, and we have to get your channel reviewed, and pretty soon you're going to be making all kinds of money. So what do you want to talk about today, baby May?
I would like to...
Because this is not cooking. This is an interview.
Yeah.
All right. We're reaching out here.
I would like to share about before I'm very fat.
Okay.
So,
That's a good story. Tell the folks the story about when you were really fat.
yeah, before I'm very fat, and then my kilo, Daddy Paul, is 140, and then by weight is 34.
So you were 140 kilos.
Yeah.
And your waist was a 34.
Yeah.
So you were a chubby little thing, weren't you?
It's very big.
How old were you?
Before is 20, I'm very fat.
20, you were really fat.
Yeah.
Now, you were working in Manila.
Yeah.
For the Chinese lady.
Yeah.
Right? And she was a nice lady. So I think you mostly just like gave her a bath and made her food.
Yeah.
And you kind of cleaned up around the house.
Yeah.
Right? That was your job.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty good job because she was a very kind
Yes,
woman.
very kind.
So you got that's great, you know.
Yeah.
It's too bad you had to go to work so early, but still, it could have been a lot worse. There's people, you know, overseas foreign workers, they're in like Kuwait and stuff like that, and they get treated very badly. So, but you got treated very well.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy about that, and I know you are too.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Daddy.
you're welcome. And so, why do you think you got so fat? What do you think caused that?
Because I wake up to 6 o'clock in the morning. I eat the bread and milk, and then 8 a.m. I eat more rice, and then with soda.
And soda.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's see. At 6 o'clock you had bread and milk.
Yeah.
And 8 o'clock you had rice and soda.
Yeah.
And so you did a little work around the house.
Yeah.
And then at lunchtime, what did you do?
Uh,
You prepared lunch for you and the Chinese lady,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
You called her grandma?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Grandma.
So we'll call her grandma.
Yeah. Before 11 a.m., I eat for snack, and then for lunch, I eat more rice, and then with soda. And then coming 1 o'clock, I sleeping 2 hours. Wake up 3 o'clock p.m.
That's a pretty good recipe for gaining weight. So before that, though, weren't you like a little skinny little kid?
Yeah, I'm skinny.
When you lived in the mountains with your parents?
Yeah.
And then when you were 15, you went off to Manila.
Yeah.
And you started working.
Yeah.
And so when you were 15, 16, 17, you were still kind of skinny?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So when you turned 20,
Yeah.
you started to gain weight.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So when you were that big, did you have a hard time buying clothes? Did you have a hard time wearing swimming suits or anything like that?
Yeah, it's so hard because I'm very big, and then if the jean, it's very hard for looking big size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's hard on a young lady because everybody at that age is wanting to look nice. Right?
Yeah.
Especially in your 20s, because I know you didn't do a lot of dating or anything like that, but that's the age where you become body conscious, is what we call it in America.
Yeah.
And you become aware of your appearance, and you want to look good, because that's the way God made us. You know, when you hit your 20s, that's the time that you're supposed to go out and meet the opposite sex and all that kind of stuff. But you didn't do that. But still, did you feel bad about yourself when you were fat?
Yeah, and then I feel lazy, and then I like sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you ate so much and you had so much weight on you that most of the time you didn't want to exercise. You just kind of wanted to lay down and sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to my retirement. So, you were like that until, from your 20 until what, 28?
Yeah, 28.
28.
Yeah.
Okay. And so did you just look in the mirror one day and say, ugh, I got to lose weight?
Yeah, I look the mirror. Oh my God, I'm so big. And then it's so hard for looking the clothes and jeans.
Yeah. And did you want to, did you look at magazines and did you look at TV and did you see girls your age and they were like really slim and pretty?
No.
And you wanted to look like them or no?
No, I'm not.
No? Okay.
Because I don't like watching the TV. I always cellphone before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So were you happy with the way you looked or you weren't happy, right?
For getting slim?
No, when you were fat.
I don't like because
Oh,
it's
okay.
so hard for looking the clothes and jeans.
Okay. So what did you do to lose the weight?
Because I feel my body is super fat. I'm not comfortable, so I'm decide I need the diet.
Oh, okay.
So if I eat the rice is 1/2 cup,
Oh.
and then I'm not drink cold water, and then I'm not drink soda.
Well, the cold water especially, because
Yeah,
God knows ice cubes have got tons of calories in them.
and then I'm not eat for always bread.
Okay. Now, how so you mostly cut back on your food. In other words, you ate like half,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah.
decided to eat less food.
Yeah,
But did you know that bread made you fat?
yeah.
You did?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So did you start to eat vegetables? Did
Yeah.
you start to eat fruit? Did you exercise? I mean, to lose weight? Did you walk or anything?
Yeah, walking.
Walking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every morning with grandma.
Every morning with grandma?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you did was you started to walk with grandma.
Yeah.
And you started to eat less.
Yeah.
And was that hard to do? I mean, did you feel hungry?
Yeah, it's so hard.
Ooh,
Because
I know the feeling. And okay, go ahead.
Before I like eat the more rice, so I need half rice, half cup.
Now, did that make you sick, or did you have a hard time sleeping, or did you go to bed hungry?
Yeah,
You did.
yeah,
But you were determined. In other
Yeah.
words, you had a goal.
Yeah, yeah.
You wanted to lose weight,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So how much do you weigh today?
and now is 42 kilo.
42 kilos.
Yeah,
And so you're 34 years old,
yeah,
and you weigh 42 kilos.
yeah,
And when you were 28, you weighed 140 kilos.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
Well, that's a major accomplishment. I think everybody out there in YouTube land needs to give a high five or a like or something, because that's really good. Now, I never knew that. I mean, you had told me when we met that you used to be overweight, but I never pictured it to be that extreme. And then you had shown me a picture of when you were kind of chubby and you had kind of like big cheeks, and everything.
Yeah.
But you were really cute. And I thought, oh, yeah, okay. She had, she was like 10 pounds over or something like that. But then yesterday and today, you showed me some pictures where you were just huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the true story, guys. We'll figure out, or she'll figure out a way to maybe post the pictures somewhere. Of course, on my channel, I don't know how to do any of that. But you can probably figure it out. But it looked like a totally different person. In fact, it looked like a couple of people. She was a big girl. Well, you would never know it. So now I think that's why you like to have your bikini fund.
Yeah.
That's why you like to wear the bikinis, right?
Yeah.
And your little short shorts and your crop tops and all that kind of stuff. Because you didn't get to do that when you were in your 20s, huh?
Yeah.
So you're kind of like going through your teenage years while you're in your 30s.
Daddy Paul.
I'm going through my teenage years in my 60s.
Daddy Paul.
What, baby May?
For the experience for the bikini or very short. I'm not experienced before.
Right.
That you, I'm experienced.
Yeah.
Because you teach me how to do it for the very short and
Uh-huh.
bikini.
Uh-huh.
That's you, I get the experience that.
Yeah.
Before I'm not experienced.
Right.
I'm very innocent.
Well, yeah, now you're all corrupt.
Yeah, promise. I'm very innocent.
But I don't force you to do anything.
Yeah.
I send you the okay, and that's
Yeah.
what you walk out with.
Yeah,
So,
I love
come on.
okay.
Give me a break. So anyway, any diet tips for anybody? I mean, if somebody out
Yeah.
there is watching this and they're really overweight, massively overweight, I guess what you're saying is just is to cut back on the portions, huh? You know, I agree with you because I went on my keto diet last month where I was eating just proteins and I lost 10 pounds. And then we actually ran out of food. I mean, it was hard to get into town and I ran out of all the protein foods. So I had to start eating rice and all that other stuff that was around the house. And I gained back 5 pounds. But throughout my little studies on losing weight, I watched a lot of stuff too. And I guess this month I'll start the diet all over again. But I'm still happy. I'm still down 5 pounds. But there was I'll tell a quick story.
Yeah,
Okay?
okay.
I'll tell a quick story. This is a true story. I watched this guy on YouTube, and he was a medical doctor. And he did a year-long study on weight loss. So he could write a paper, I believe, for his PhD or something like that. He was doing a paper for either medical school or for college or whatever. It's not important, I guess. So he studied it over a year. And he did it at home. And he came to the conclusion that basically just of what May said was that if you watch what you eat, you stay away from the sugary stuff, you stay away from the carb stuff, you know, the donuts and the Big Macs and all that. And if you have portion control and do some intermittent fasting, that's the most effective way to lose weight. The caveat on that whole story is, as the doctor tells it, is that when he completed his studies, and he had been at home and he's at work and he's in his library at home, if you will, doing this dissertation, his kid walked in, and the kids wanted to go play ball or something like that, and the dad said, "Yeah, sure, we can go out and play." He says, "Hey, by the way," he says, "I'm all done with the project that I've been working on for a year, so you and me can spend a little more time together." And the kid said, "Well, that's awesome." He says, "What were you working on?" And the doctor said, "Well, I was studying how people can lose weight." And his kid just looked at him dead on and says, "Well, why don't you just tell him to eat less food?" He said his son had the answer in about 30 seconds that it took him a year to try to analyze and put on paper. So anyway, again, I my hat's off to little May here for doing that. You've had some
Yeah.
challenges in your life.
Yeah.
You're a very interesting person. You know that? Every day that I hang out with you, I kind of learn something new. And hopefully the folks out there learn something new about you too. So so you had a party yesterday?
Yeah.
You had some of your sexy baby girlfriends over here. You had a good time. You were jumping around in the pool, and you made a little video
Yeah.
about that. You guys ate boiled bananas.
Yeah.
And Gio came over, and me and
Yeah.
Gio made a video.
Yeah.
And everybody had a good time because
Yeah.
it was the quarantine got lifted here. So they went from an enhanced quarantine to like this reduced quarantine, but as far as I can tell, everybody just said there's no quarantine because everybody in town is just out and about now. And we haven't gone through a checkpoint yet. In fact, I loaned my helmet to somebody yesterday, one of the girls,
Yeah.
so they could get a ride home and have a helmet on. So I don't have a helmet to wear, so I can't go downtown until we get the helmet back.
Yeah.
And I think we're going over to someone's house today,
Yeah.
and I'm going to pick up the helmet from Gio.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so that's that. So everybody's informed on my helmet issue. So your cooking channel, we've received some donations
Yeah.
from your channel, and we're very, very appreciative of that.
Yeah.
And I think what we're going to try to do is those that don't know the dynamic is my money that comes in off of my little YouTube channel goes to her or her savings account.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. And what you want to do is you want to save up enough money so you can buy a piece of land.
Yeah,
right?
someday, yeah.
And I think that's a great idea for
Yeah.
your future. I
Yeah.
think you own a piece of property, that's, rock solid. And then we'll also look into some other stuff for you. But, and then Gary, he called me today or last night, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
He wants to buy you an oven. So
Oh.
we're going to go out and shop for an oven.
Yeah.
So you can do that. But I think what we'll do with anybody that does any future donations,
Yeah.
and it's up to you,
Yeah.
but I think maybe not my channel, because my channel's just, me setting up my phone and talking.
Because I'm not have people, so
But I think with your channel, what we'll do is try to invest in some camera stuff. You know what I mean? Instead of using the phone.
Yeah.
Because you're outside and you edit.
yeah.
And because you run around. And it's very hard for you to hold the selfie stick,
Yeah.
hold the camera. The camera runs out of memory.
Yeah.
And I think like a used GoPro or something like that would be better. And quit worrying about the PayPal, because we'll set that up once the thing gets on your channel.
Yeah.
She has to get approved and all that
Thank you so much, Daddy.
stuff. You're welcome. And that's it from me. What else you got? This is your video, not mine. I get carried away.
I would like to share the people if you want to diet half price cup and then fish and vegetable and then do not drink soda or cold water.
Now, what's the deal with cold water?
Because of if you drink the cold water is getting fat.
Really?
Yeah, that I'm getting fat.
Why is cold water bad? What is cold? Why is it if it's cold?
Because it's very cold. The give the getting fat.
We mentioned this like 10 videos ago.
Yeah.
I made a joke about it, and some guy wrote me back that's a nutritionalist and said, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Because I tried before.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm a believer. You know why? Because you're the one that lost 100 kilos, not me. And if you say cold water makes you fat, and I believe it. Anything else you got to say?
But you daddy Paul, look, getting slim. More people, she told with me, oh, Paul, she getting slim now. Yeah, because I'm not give the cold water. I good for the taker, daddy Paul.
Yes, you are. You're very good. Take care. All right.
So guys, thank you so much for always watching my cooking channel and subscribe and comment. Thank you so much, guys. And first, thank you so much, Daddy Paul, for always support me. Thank you very much, and I love you.
I
And
love you too.
congrats your more subscribe video and more views. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The
Thank
people.
you. All right, baby.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye.